Hi, I'm Darren. I'm the Chartered Sports Psychologist here at Perform Southampton. A lot of questions I get, a very common question I get a lot of the time is, what is sports psychology? Well, I find it quite useful to break that down. Psychology is the study of the mind and behaviour. So why do we think what we think and do what we do? So sports psychology takes what we know about the mind and uses it to enhance not only the performance but also the general well-being of sports people, teams and coaches. Anyone can self-refer themselves to the sports psychology service we have here at Perform, and essentially what a session with a sports psychologist looks like is me sitting down with you and working together to come up with a bespoke program to help you achieve your goals. Now, a lot of people assume that sports psychology is all about fixing things. You know, athletes, sports people, they only go and see the sports psychologist when something goes wrong or something needs fixing. And this actually really isn't the case. A lot of really top sports people work regularly and consistently with sports psychologists to enhance their performance. It's a little bit like working with a strength and conditioning coach. An athlete doesn't just work with a strength and conditioning coach when they're unfit. They're constantly working with them in order to make gains, in order to get fitter and get stronger. What I do, along with lots of other sports psychologists, is work with athletes to help them cope more effectively with the psychological demands of sport. We all know about the physical demands of all sorts of different sports, whether it be to do with endurance or to do with technique, but across all sports there are psychological demands, such as performing under pressure, being resilient, being able to manage stress, being able to control emotions. So what I do with athletes is work with them in a sort of collaborative way to help them overcome those demands, cope with those more effectively, and enhance their performance. Commonly, I find myself helping athletes to control their emotions, particularly in pressure situations, and there's a number of different ways an athlete might control their emotions. One way is to use relaxation techniques, for example, whether it be deep breathing exercises or things similar to mindfulness. Another way of looking at a way of controlling emotions is actually to look at the way an athlete talks to themselves, their self-talk. A lot of people assume that the way we feel about situations and the way we cope with them is determined by the situation itself, when actually it's what it is we tell ourselves about the situation. So I work with athletes in a collaborative way to help them develop more helpful ways of thinking about the pressure situations that they encounter. More information about our sports psychology service here at Perform, visit our website or give us a call.